Welcome to Dogstar Tarot. This reading is for the collective and it's for the month of August 2025. Just going to do a general cross of truth reading for you, and I'm going to be starting with the fire signs. So Aries. Okay. What have we got for Aries this month? What does Spirit want Aries to know? And I'm going to look at overall energy. May or may not be something that you're aware of, may or may not resonate for you, but overall energy. Okay, we'll start with that. What you need to leave behind, or what's in the past, or what you need to let go of. What do you need to take forward? What's in the future? What's your challenge right now? And last but not least, what's your blessing? Feeling that one. Okay. Just move these a little bit so you can see them, hopefully. Right, so overall energy surrounding you, Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on to something here. It could be justified. I don't know till we look at the other cards. But this is you holding on tightly to something, and it could be your financial resources, and it might be that you need to do that to, you know, because unexpected expenses. But it can also be holding on to anything really, a relationship, a job, being afraid to move out of your comfort zone and move forward. It's about holding on here. Okay, so that's your overall energy. What you need to let go of, or what's behind you, is a Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. I'd definitely say that this is saying move out of your comfort zone a little bit. This is you way too comfortable here. Okay, you've got your you know, money in the bank. You've got this is settled. You know, he's got the dog, he's got the kids, he's got the family, you know, everything's settled. But because it's in your what you need to let go of, what's in your past. I don't mean that you're going to lose money. This is about moving out of your comfort zone for me. Okay, don't be afraid to do that. What's ahead of you, or what do you need to take with you? Okay, you've got the Four of Swords here, which is generally a card of healing. Okay. So if you've been having a tough time, especially, you know, letting go of this, you need to heal from something, something that hasn't worked out the way you'd hoped. Perhaps here in this like Ten of Pentacles situation, there may be a bit of healing for you to do. But this is, for me, it's about maybe, you know, it might be a tough decision to make. You might not want to do this. You might not want to move out of your comfort zone, and you know, it's perhaps going to be a bit stressful for you to do that. So remember to take some time out to kind of recoup. Okay, if you make a big decision and a big change, you need to take some time out to assimilate the changes and come back with a renewed energy. Okay, what's your biggest challenge? Knight of Swords, trying to do things too quickly, trying to do things in a hurry. But also, I think this is about making hasty decisions, okay? Your challenge is cutting through all of this, you know, the memories and hanging on to the good stuff. I think you have to cut through that and kind of let yourself free, you know. I'm just getting like, you know, when you cut a rope or loosen the rope on a hot air balloon, you know, so you're free to move away. Okay, this is your challenge, to actually cut some ties. Okay, and that's why you're going to need some healing. And you know, especially, you know, if you're moving away, physically moving away from somewhere where you've lived for a long time, or where you've, you know, been comfortable, and it might be a job or a relationship. I don't see any cups so far. So yeah, I think it's very possibly a job situation or your home base that you're going to be moving away from. Okay, but you have to, you know, cutting ties is going to be difficult for you. Okay, but what's blessing you? Oh, you got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you got two knights. So yeah, I think once you cut those ties, you're going to be moving quickly towards what's waiting for you, Aries. So yeah, I think be fearless, you know, just take a chance, cut your ties, get on with it, you know, stop hanging on, stop holding on to, you know, how it used to be, how it's always been done. Okay, I think it's time to get out of your comfort zone for sure. So that's what I've got for you, Aries. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Leo. So this is for you, Leo, for the month of August 2025, and it's a reading for the collective. So it may or may not resonate for you, but keep an open mind, and yeah, there might be something here for you. So what's your overall energy? What do you need to leave behind, or what's behind you? What's in the past? What do you need to take forward? What's in the future? What's challenging you? And last but not least, what's blessing you? Right, Leo. So in the middle, we've got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, starting something new, beginning of something new, creative, kind of magic. It feels like everything might be feeling up in the air at the moment, you know, but yeah, you're ready to go with something new here. And this is definitely creative, something creative. Maybe some of you are writing a book. But yeah, some quick moving, yeah, ready to go, ready to make an, you know, embrace something new. Okay, so what do you need to leave behind, or what's behind you? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, this is one of the slow moving knights. I think it's time to get a bit of yeah, start moving a bit more quickly towards your goal. Okay, I think you've done the work, you've got everything, you know, you've planted the seeds here. You don't need to hang around, you can get cracking, you can embrace that fiery energy, and it is your season, Leo. So yeah, let go of this kind of steady, might be a little bit feeling a bit stagnant as well. So you can let go of that. What do you need to take forward, or what's in the future? Choices here, choices to be made in the future. Just a word of warning with this card. Sometimes you can be spoilt for choice. You know that saying? You don't know which one to pick because they all look exciting. Okay, so you might be having. You might also be something that isn't quite as it seems. You know, sometimes this is about fantasy thinking or illusion. Okay, you I think you might be wanting to have it all, but perhaps that's not possible for you. But we'll see. What's in your challenge? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. That's about learning new skills and apprenticeship. You might have a bit of studying to do before you actually you know, don't get too carried away with excitement here. Okay, remember that you've got to just make sure that your foundations are strong, that your foundations are in place before you try and move forward. Okay, you've got such a lot of potential here, so many things here to go for, but I think it's really important, because you've got this Eight of Pentacles, that you're sure about what you want, that you've got all the right skills, that you're not missing something. Okay, if you want to manifest all of this abundance here, okay, and choices, you need to just make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row, that you've got all your skills in place, that you've got the resources to do what you need to do. Okay, and then what's blessing you? Oh, the Eight of Swords, but it was in reverse, interestingly. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, this is about not being able to see your way clear. Okay, you're kind of blind to the possibilities here, but because it's in reverse, the blessing is that you're going to start seeing clearly. You're going to take off the blindfold. You're going to figure out what you're going for. Okay, you're going to be able to figure out what you want. Okay, but you need to take off this blindfold to make sure that you're seeing clearly. Okay, because she can get out of this prison that she's in. She's imprisoned by her own imagination here. Okay, but it's in reverse. Okay, so that's your blessing. So yeah, take off your blindfold. You've got all this lovely creative energy. Work with it. You know, let go of. Stop trying to figure everything out. Just start moving a bit more quickly, I'm thinking, or I'm feeling. Okay, but make sure at the same time, just don't be reckless. Okay, take it a little bit slowly. Okay, but not too slow, because you don't want to miss the boat. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Sagittarius. So what does Spirit want Sagittarius to know for August 2025, please? What's the overall energy around you? What do you need to let go of, or what's in the past? What do you need more of, or what's in the future? What's your challenge? And what's your blessing? Let's just move these up a wee bit so you can see them all. Right, your overall energy, Leo. No, Sagittarius, sorry. King of Pentacles. He's comfortable. He's sitting there, you know, he's got his, looks like an ox or a bull. Or, yeah, it's an ox, I think. Got cake. Got a dog with a bone. Yeah, glass of wine, comfy chair. This is about stability in the material world, and King of Pentacles is a nice guy to get. It's a nice card to get for that. So this is you, feeling settled and stable and comfortable with the way your life's going at the moment. Okay, sure, that's not going to resonate for everybody. We can't all be like perfectly comfortable at the same time, but generally feeling that you've got what you need to in the material world to be happy, or to be content. Okay, right, what do you need to leave behind in August? Or you got the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot's about being in control. So for me, this is about you perhaps just easing up a little bit on the need to control everything, to control every outcome. She's not sure of what direction to take. So because this is a major arcana, okay, and what you need to leave behind is trying to control everything. Just sometimes, it's nice just to take a step back and either let someone else make the decisions and be in charge, or just let the universe unfold the way it's supposed to. Okay, so that's your challenge. No, it's not. Sorry, that's what you need to leave behind. Okay, what do you need to take forward, or what's in the future? You've got the Three of Swords. Okay, this is a different Three of Swords to most decks have got an actual, depiction of a heart. This is actually three swords in a box of what looks like a box of chocolates to me. Okay. So I think there might be a little bit of disappointment or upset in the future, but I think this is a lesson to be learned, that you leaving something behind here. Okay. Looks like she's gone off in a hurry. But I think because this is in your future, I think this is something that's, it might be hard for you to leave something behind, okay, or to let go of something. And it might just be hard to let go of this kind of, used to being in control, okay. So yeah, a little bit of disappointment there. But it looks to me like she's gone off somewhere, or whoever was, sleeping here, gone off somewhere in a bit of a hurry. They've left the book behind, the quill, the chocolates. It looks like they've hurried off somewhere, okay? So, and it's raining outside. So yeah, I think just might be a little bit of disappointment for you somewhere. What's your challenge? Let's have a look at that. Six of Wands. Okay, this is a card of victory. I'm not sure why that's your challenge. Sharing. Okay, yeah, you may be in a position that you've got to give a little bit. You've got to share your winnings, or this is somebody who's been victorious, and look, she's giving out flowers. She's not keeping all the flowers to herself. This is about sharing. Okay, so your challenge is to make sure that you share your victory. Okay, acknowledge the people who've helped you to get there. Okay, that's your challenge, Sagittarius. Is you haven't done it all on your own, son. There's other people who've been supporting you, helping you to get where you're going. Okay, and yeah, just your challenge is to acknowledge that. And what's blessing you? Queen of Swords. Okay, clarity. Okay, the Queen of Swords is decisive. but she's not cruel, okay? She's just decisive, logical, doing things unemotionally, okay? So not letting your heart rule your head. Okay, that's your blessing, that you can, you're going to cut through anything that you need to. But it looks like, overall, you're comfortable. You're going to be comfortable, sitting pretty. But just remember to share your good fortune, share your, it could be your skills, it could be anything, but just be generous, okay? And that, do you know what? Sagittarians I know are all generous people anyway, so I don't think that's going to be hard for you. But it might have been a hard one battle because you have got this little bit of disappointment, a little bit of sadness that you may not want to, that might be holding you back from wanting to do this. So that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps.